Good evening, Mayor, Council, City Manager, Chief. My name is Fernando Morales. I'm the president of the Fraternal Police Lodge 13, representing the officers of the City of Homestead. For the past several months, we have been hearing from the Foster family and Kim Hill in regards to their version of the incidents that have occurred in the City of Homestead, versions of distorted truth for their cause, a constant bashing of the Mayor, Council, City Manager, our Chief of the police, and especially Officer Green. The Foster family wants you to believe that Officer Green is a monster as they describe him. It's time that we say enough is enough and stand with Officer Green, our chief, and our elected officials. They call persons such as Anthony Sinodi and Stephen Poole as victims of Officer Green and the Homestead Police Department. The facts are that Sinodi, who was a convicted murderer who was in the process of repeatedly stabbing a mother and her 11-year-old child when Officer Green arrived on the scene and was forced to shoot Sinodi, heroically saving 2 lives that day. Stephen Poole, who was possessing a firearm and drugs while on probation, shot at Homestead police officers when Officer Green was forced to shoot at Poole. Mr. Hill stated last council meeting that Poole was innocent and was only possessing marijuana, which is legal, while on probation. As a school teacher, I would have hoped that Mr. Hill would have done more homework and researched the facts, which are public records, instead of presenting lies to justify his cause. Last year, Homestead had over 90,000 citizen contacts with over 3,500 arrests and only 2 complaints of excessive use of force where the officers were exonerated. Does this sound like a city that needs to waste money on body cameras, or should that money be better suited to hiring the 40 police officers that we are down right now? In 1992, we had 98 sworn officers with 28,000 residents. We are close to a population of 75,000 with only 113 sworn officers at this time. Please keep in mind, contrary to beliefs of the Foster family and Kim Hill, we are not opposed to body cameras. It's just that now is not the time. I submit to you that a personal issue that Mr. Hill had with the chief has become a personal vendetta to tarnish our city with lies and attempting to racially divide a city that is colorblind. Mr. Hill, who is a middle school teacher, has the audacity to quote Trick Daddy last meeting, who was arrested here in the City of Homestead for possessing a large amount of cocaine at a high school football game. And another example of the false narrative that Mr. Hill wants you to believe. Please take time to honor the men and women of the Homestead Police Department who are also colorblind when responding to calls and risk their lives, even for the ones that dislike police so much. A department with one of the fastest response time to calls in one of the fastest growing cities in the state. It's about time that we stand in solidarity with Officer Green, our chief, and our elected officials. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.